TFSAs are a wonderful wealth building tool, but they're not always 100% tax free. For example, take a look at your transactions. You may see something like this. This is a list of exported transactions from a TFSA account. And notice down here we have AT&T with a dividend, and 15% of that dividend is removed. And beside it, under remark, it says NRT. That stands for non-resident tax. And it could say NRT, or it could say foreign withholding tax, but it is always in there in a TFSA for U.S. dividend paying stocks. Now, if you look at, for example, we go up and we see Google, also known as Alphabet, you see the dividend and then the non-resident tax, which is insignificant. And that's because Google has a very, very low dividend yield. But for companies with a more significant dividend yield like AT&T, it does make a significant impact on your portfolio. Now, you may think you can get around this by owning ETFs or mutual funds, but unfortunately you can't. Even if you don't see it in the transactions, it's in something called the distribution statement of that particular fund or ETF. And you also may find it in your tax slips at year end. But regardless of the vehicle you use to own US stocks, whether it's an ETF, a mutual fund, or directly into stocks, that non-resident tax is still there. Unfortunately, it's the law. You may notice in your RSP or RIF account that there is no non-resident tax, even for the exact same investments. This is because in these accounts, they're covered under the US-Canada tax treaty. So you can go ahead and buy those high dividend paying US stocks if you like. Back to our TFSA, do we completely avoid US stocks altogether? Well, no. The US market has significantly outperformed the Canadian market over the last few years, so that may not be in your best interest. However, you can focus on low yield or even no yield stocks in your TFSA. For example, more Berkshire Hathaway and less AT&T. If most of the expected return for any particular stock is coming from dividends, then you're taking a roughly 15% hit on those dividends. Put those stocks in your RSP or your RIF. In your TFSA, focus on stocks with that no yield or low yield. Perhaps as a general rule, aim for yields of 2% or less. Some say that this is a small issue, but in investing, you want to take advantage of every efficiency available to you. And when you add up all those efficiencies at year end, it makes a significant difference. Thanks for watching and happy investing.